Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about the real number system. So the real number system is a way that we classify numbers based on their characteristics. So the first and most important thing you need to know is that all numbers are real. So no matter what, there's never a fake number. All numbers are real. Now when you get into the higher level of math, you'll get into some different classifications. But for right now, know that all numbers are real. So our first set of numbers are the most basic. They're called natural numbers. Natural numbers are those numbers you learn to count with. So 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay? They're the basics. The next set of numbers are called whole numbers. Whole numbers are all of those natural numbers plus 0. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, so the only difference between natural numbers and whole numbers are that whole numbers include 0. The next set of numbers are called integers. So integers are all of the natural and whole numbers plus negative numbers. So we can have -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and it continues in both directions. So it's all positive and negative numbers. Now, so far, we haven't mentioned any decimals or any fractions. That's where the next classification comes in at. Those are called rational numbers. So rational numbers are all natural, whole, and integers plus fractions and decimals. Now, it can also include any number that can be written as a fraction, so any simple decimal, as well as any decimal that repeats a pattern. So, for example, 0.757575. It repeats a pattern, so it's rational. The final set, the opposite of rational, would be irrational. So an irrational number is a number that is a long decimal. It does not repeat a pattern. It just doesn't make sense. So think of irrational as not making sense. So an irrational number, the most common one being pi, because although you've been told up until now to abbreviate pi as 3.14, pi goes on for millions of digits. So it is an irrational number. Now, other irrational numbers include any decimal that when you get it does not repeat a pattern. So any single decimal pattern that is longer than about 3 digits can't be written as a fraction, but is a long series of numbers. Okay? That would be an irrational number. So if it's a fraction or a short decimal, it's rational. If it's an extremely long decimal, it's irrational. Alright guys, so let's apply what we just learned. We're going to look at a couple examples and make sure we understand how to classify numbers. So for number 1, we've got 4. So for 4, we are looking at what categories it fits into. So the first category is a natural number. It's a natural number because it's one of the numbers we learn to count with. If it is a natural number, it's also a whole number because whole numbers are all natural numbers plus 0. If it's a whole number, it's also an integer. If it's an integer, it's also rational because all integers are rational. And last, all numbers, regardless of their classification, are always real. So let's look at number 2. We've got -3. Well, we know we didn't learn to count with negatives, so we know it's not a natural number. Whole numbers are just natural numbers plus 0, and it's definitely not one of those. So let's look for our next category, which would be integers. It's an integer because it is a negative number and it does not have a decimal. So after integer, the next classification is rational because if it's an integer, it's also rational, and all numbers are real. So let's look at example 3. We've got 5.7. Now, it's a decimal. So if it's a decimal, it cannot be a natural, whole, or integer number. So the next classification will be rational, which is right because rationals are all fractions and numbers that can be written as a decimal. So 5.7 we would classify as rational and all numbers are real. So number 4, we've got negative 6.7. Now, some people might classify that as an integer. Why is it not an integer? Because it is a decimal. It is a rational number. The reason that it's rational and not an integer is because of that decimal. So sometimes that throws people off. But go by the rule, if it's a decimal, it cannot be a natural, whole, or integer number. So negative 6.7 is rational and all numbers are real. So now, for your homework, I want you to answer 5 and 6 in the form as well as on your paper. Make sure to take detailed notes and bring your questions with you tomorrow for class. Have a great evening.